Hello, my name is Araba Sey. I'm a Ghanaian model who's into photo modeling, fashion, editorial, anything that has to do with modeling. I started modeling way back in school. Yeah, that's tertiary university. I started in, let's say, 2013. That was when I started modeling. I had my first commercial shoot in 2013. It was with a bank, one of the big banks in Ghana. It was great. Modeling wasn't something that was a passion for me from childhood. But growing up, when I got to university, a lot of people kept telling me I look like a model and it all fits me and all that. And I assessed myself and thought about it. So I decided to research more about modeling, know what it entails. I was watching fashion shows, following models and all that, and I realized it's something interesting. So I started taking pictures on my own with my phone, and people thought I was a model. So I had this picture on social media, and then there was this photographer who thought I was a model, and he wanted me to do a shoot for him. So it was through him that I had that first commercial. I wasn't really experienced, but God's favor came my way, and then I had my first shoot. Not everyone will get a commercial shoot with a bank, like a big bank in Ghana. So that was how it started. And when it went well, so I decided that why don't I get into it, because I think I was successful in what I did first. So I started doing shoots from time to time. People were liking what I was doing, and I fell so much in love with it, and that's how it's been till now. Okay, I would say Naomi Campbell, and I also admire one model in Ghana. She's actually a Ghanaian international model. That's Victoria Michaels. I like how she's passionate, consistent, and she's all over with her modeling. A lot of people even look up to her. Okay, besides modeling, I'm someone who's interested in so many things. I also do brand influencing, as in influencing brands like companies with promoting their products, their whatever, to draw people's attention to their brands and their products to buy, and all that. So aside modeling, I'm into brand influencing, I'm into marketing. That's more I work with a company, so I'm a marketer. And aside that, during my free time, so I also write, because I found my passion in modeling, and I realized that there are other people out there who are also passionate about it or want to get into it. So with the little experience I have, I write articles about modeling, with my experience, how to start, what to do, how to be different, how to be unique, how to go about it. I use how I started to talk to people, educate people about modeling. Aside that, I'm also passionate about helping people to achieve their dreams, their goals, how to start a career. There are so many people who just go to school, they don't realize what they really want to do. Some follow what others are doing, and you realize that it's not everything that someone will do that you also be successful in. So I had that interest, or I was moved to do that, because when I started with my modeling and at least I was gaining grounds, people started noticing me. There were others who got motivated and inspired with what I do. So you realize I get DMs, people telling me I want to be a model, I want to be like you. So I thought about it, I sat down and thought about it. Why don't I inspire people, let them know what exactly goes into modeling? And it's not for everyone. Maybe you admire it, but it's not where you'll be successful in. Maybe you'll be successful in a particular field. You may be successful too in modeling. So I used it as a platform to educate people about modeling, about career in general. So I'm actually a versatile person. I also write poems. That's me. I love entertainment. I also love music. No, actually. You may be interested in something, but it's not something you would want to take up as a profession or a career. I love singing. I like listening to music. So it's like I find inspiration in that. I get happy. There are certain things that when you listen to or you focus on, they sort of inspire you, or they sort of give you a happy mood, or inspire you to do whatever you even want to do. So that's why I love music. It sort of gives me a positive vibe. There has been quite a number of challenges, I would say, not specifically one. Okay, one has to do with building your brand. When you're building your brand, you need to put in more money. Like, let's say doing photo shoots, traveling, going to places, networking, all has to do with money. So one thing is that you need money to build your brand. Let's say there are certain creative or innovative shoots you want to do. You need to use money to get costumes, you need money to get photographers and all that. So one thing is money, and also contracts. Modeling is not like a daily, like being in an office, you work and then you know that at the end of the month you will get your salary. Modeling, you get money as and when contracts come your way, and it's not something that comes on a daily basis. When you're lucky, then it falls through. So it's also another thing. So at times maybe you'll be struggling with finances and all that. So it's one struggle, one challenge. And also sometimes when you want to do something and let's say you meet certain people who could help you, sometimes you might end up having people who would want to take advantage of you or want to have something to do with you before they help you. They know that you are good and all that. And sometimes when you look desperate or really want something, they take advantage of the fact that this is what you really want, and maybe they are also looking for pleasure or something. So you end up having to maybe do away with it or sacrifice and do it. So it's also another challenge. So these are some of the challenges faced as a model. I remember I was going to have a commercial shoot and I was told of the things I was supposed to bring, and I woke up, I was so happy because I was going to do a shoot for a big company. And then I went and I was asked to bring hair, like and they specified like weave caps and all that. So I went, and then I was told that the coordinator for the shoot was like, why did you bring these weave caps? We can't use this. And imagine, where was I going to look for weave caps as at that time? It was like 6 a.m. Who am I going to call? What am I going to do? I was so confused. As at that moment, I didn't know what to do. I was so down and all that. And it's like she kept saying it, like, you can't use this is not, why didn't you tell me these are the weave caps? Because she told me bring it on that day, and like I took different ones, and it's like all the ones I took, she didn't want us to use any of them. So I was so, and it's not like I had fixed my hair. Yes, I was having just my natural hair on, and it wasn't really kept well, and she was like, we can't use this. And I was just praying that maybe possibly she could. So she looked at one and she was like, okay, I should, the makeup, the hairstylist should put it on and see. So I just wore it, and she was like, we'll just do with this. And I didn't like a situation where I'll do the shoot and then they wouldn't be okay with it. So that day I really felt down. She made me feel so embarrassed, and she did it in the midst of a lot of people. Okay, I've worked with quite a number of banks. I've worked with Stanbic Bank, I've worked with GTP, I've worked with a spa called Ghanaian Spa and Salon, I've worked with Exeter Combi, I've worked with there are so many. I've even worked with a company here in Nigeria. It's a motorbike company. That was also when I was just starting modeling. I was lucky to have worked with big brands when I just started. Not every model would get that opportunity. Some have to take years before they can come across working with a bank or any big company. So yes, I've worked with a good number of brands. I've actually worked with Kelechi Amadiobi, one of Nigeria's very good photographers. He's the one I've worked with, and I've worked with another photographer. His brand name is actually called Liberty, and I'm looking forward to working with other photographers like Hakim Salam and more. Yes, so I'm looking forward to establishing myself here in Nigeria. I know Nigeria is a big place, and there's so much here, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to going to Paris, France. It's like the top city for fashion and models in the world. So that's where I'm looking forward to go and to experience more, work more over there. And I'm also looking at Italy, UK, US. Yes, those are the countries I'm looking forward to. For upcoming models, what I'll tell them is that before you even get into modeling, you're supposed to understand whatever it is. You're supposed to know more about modeling, find out from people who are already in it, know what it's about, so that when you get into it, you not just want to just give up, or you not be surprised or shocked that this is what it entails. You have to be firm, you have to be strong, you need to be persistent, you need to be hardworking, you need to be passionate. So modeling has to do with passion, consistency, being creative, being innovative, being unique, different, being confident. Yes, because modeling has to do with selling yourself or selling a brand, and you need confidence and boldness to sell a brand, because if you are not confident, how will you be able to convince people or influence people to buy what you are selling? So you need all these to be able to be successful, and don't seem desperate. That's one thing about most models too. They look desperate, and that's why some people take advantage of them, because you know, when someone looks desperate, you can find the person's weakness and be able to use it to your advantage. So you shouldn't be desperate. You should be confident in yourself. You should know what you want or what you are looking for, and you shouldn't feel that if this person can't help you, there's no other way. You just need to build your brand. One thing is that if you build your brand to a certain point, you realize that brands will come to you, like companies will come to you when they realize that this model is different, this model can really sell my brand. You know, sometimes even if they want to take advantage of you because of what you possess or what you give out to the public, they know that they don't have any alternative, they don't have any other choice, they have to go for this brand. So you should build your brand, you should be creative, different. You shouldn't follow what everyone does, but you can follow those who have become successful in modeling. You follow their footsteps, get to know how they started, how to go about things, and you should also know how to network with people. You should go to places, you should mingle with people. That's how people can even help you, and you might end up not having to do something to gain what you want. Yeah, so it's very important.